So folks, quick question to everyone here in regards to what would you do if there were a couple of guys who knocked on your door in the middle of the night and they claimed that they were police officers? Honestly, this is a question that's kind of loaded because obviously there are police raids that happen at night. Mainly it's the ATF and the FBI, and it's one of the reasons why I don't like the idea of no-knock warrants or raids in the middle of the night. Because people just think you're breaking in and they grab a gun and it's too late to find out that you're actually cops. But we have a situation where a couple of robbers said that they were cops and tried to break into a guy's house and they got exactly what they asked for. Check this out.
Security footage prowling outside of a home in Studio City, tapping the windows and the dog door to check if any animals were inside.
3 men just kind of covered basically head to toe, windbreaker hoodies. Only their eyes are visible.
They used a device to shatter a double-pane glass door and walked into the house.
They yelled LAPD when they were in the house, impersonating the police. I think that's what actually kind of triggered my senses.
The homeowner, who doesn't want to be identified, was upstairs asleep. His 2 young children just down the hall.
Peered down the stairs and saw 2 men coming up the stairs and just immediately charged after them and ready to take them on.
So I think the point that I made in the beginning of the video is very valid in a situation like this, because a lot of the times during raids, or if you don't open the door right away for police, they can potentially break your door down if they have a warrant. But isn't this crazy? I mean, they broke into the guy's house and said LAPD when they were in the house. What do you do in a situation like that? I know what I would do. I'm not really going to be a person who takes chances, especially after something like this. You can wait outside my door. I don't care who you are.
The audio of the confrontation caught on this video.
I was kind of ready for any kind of scenario, so I was kind of armed and ready to go, and thankfully they ran because the last thing I wanted to do was start shooting people in the middle of my house.
The homeowner called police, but the would-be thieves got away. This break-in is one of at least 4 that happened in the valley in the past 24 hours. First in Studio City, then 2 hours later in Encino. Another one in West Hills, and then around 3:30 Thursday afternoon, a break-in at a home in Canoga Park. Police are investigating, but it's not clear if any of these break-ins are related. For this homeowner and his neighbors, one thing is certain. These thieves are sophisticated and brazen. The homeowner believes the men may have been watching his house for several days.
We were out of town for a few days, and the way that they reacted, they definitely thought the house was empty. I think they're just getting that brazen where they don't really care or check that hard, and they're just kind of going after anybody. So you just kind of have to be ready.
So this is pretty interesting to me. By the way, great job to this individual. I mean, the fact that he didn't even have to shoot his gun off and got him to leave is pretty legit. But just a quick tip for everybody. I'm sure a lot of people know this, but for those of you who don't, if you are going on vacation and you get picked up in an Uber or a Lyft or a taxi from your house, that way you don't have to spend all the money parking at the airport, don't get picked up from your actual house. I have a feeling that's what happened in this situation, is they got picked up and someone gave a tip to somebody that these people are out of town. If you're getting picked up at your house, go a couple of houses down. Get picked up there or in the middle of the street. They don't know which house is yours. That's it. Or tell the Uber driver, yeah, we got somebody staying at the house. I don't know the actual stats on it, but I know there is a huge network of people who provide tips for robbers. And I can imagine Lyft drivers, Uber drivers, they're probably part of it. Oh yeah, I just picked this dude up at his house. He'll be back in a week. That being said, we have to ask, what would happen if this guy shot these robbers? Especially with the new bill introduced in California where they're essentially saying that self-defense is like a leaner, like, oh, you don't have to shoot people, or you can retreat. Where do you retreat in a home invasion? To your car? I mean, this is a perfect example of how that bill really screws everything up. This is California, where the state seems hell-bent on stacking the deck against the law-abiding. Enter Assembly Bill 1333, a fresh assault on self-defense pushed by Democratic Caucus Chair Rick Chavez Burr. Introduced last month, this bill would gut the state's justifiable homicide laws, stripping away protections from homeowners who use legal force to stop invaders. So what do you do Like, what do you legitimately do? You just let them kill you? Someone breaks in. What do? Do you greet them with a glass of sweet tea and say, hey, just take whatever you want? By the way, I'm cooking a pizza. If you want to stay for a couple slices, by the way, my safe's over there. I'll give you the combo, no problem. Can you imagine a state being like, no, we've got to fix the self-defense laws here. How about you fix the criminal laws? Make a bigger punishment for people who break into other people's houses. Nope. Instead, you want to go harder on the people who are defending themselves. Fucking nuts. That being said, if this guy actually had to shoot somebody, he's probably at the bare minimum getting charged. And then what? He's going to jail. He's going to be questioned. He's probably going to be officially charged and have to go to court, bail out. And it's one of the biggest reasons why I have attorneys on retainer on the channel. I'm going to be straight with you guys. Everyone in this country needs this, but especially people in super blue states. If you have to defend yourself against somebody, attorneys on retainer, they cover any questioning. They have a 24/7 hotline that you call into. You have attorney-client privilege. They have bail coverage. They cover everything up and until the trial expert witnesses, and they are a law firm that practices exclusively on self-defense cases. They don't do anything else. It's their only focus. So you know they know what they're doing. They just had a new program come out. It has civil liability coverage, red flag coverage. A lot of you are members. Check your emails if you haven't upgraded your membership yet. It's in your email. They sent you a code. Upgrade it. It doesn't cost you anything more. But for anyone new that wants to join, we're giving you $50 off your sign up. For families, $25 off. Folks, genuinely, for about $1 a day, having your freedom protected if you get into a self-defense incident where you're charged and you have to go to jail, having a law firm like this on your side, it is the best investment you will make. Go sign up.